Hey, I'm Preacherman R&B, and this is another episode of Retro TV 91, and this time I'm reviewing Arrow Season 5, Episode 2. And what happens on this week's episode, in the flashback scenes, Oliver's trying to get into Bratha, and there's this exercise with his bell, and you have to ring the bell to be able to enter the Bratha. So Oliver and three other guys are trying to get through the members of the Bratha, and they're failing, and they're getting beat up this whole time. Then Oliver tells them they need to work as a team to get to the bell, that way everyone can. And they do this, and Oliver gets to the bell, but when Oliver gets to the bell, they kill the other three men. Excuse me. And Oliver goes further into the Bratha. And his friend KGB from Season 2 tells them this, and that was the point of the exercise, that way there's no attachments in the Bratha. And then one of Oliver's rooms opens back up and he passes out. That's all that happens in the flashback scene. What's happening with Diggle, he's in the army, and they're going after this device from one of the bombs during Genesis Day when Damien Dark shot up all the nukes. And dude finds out that his commanding officer is trying to get this to sell on the black market. And he's trying to stop him, but he gets captured, and then they knock him out, and when he comes back to, they blame it on Diddle. And this is what gets Diddle out of the army. And this is going to be his dishonorable discharge, so he ain't going to be in the army anymore. And that's all that happened with Diddle. What's happening with Oliver is trying to train the new team. He's trying to train them the same way he got trained in the Bratha with the bell exercise. And he's telling them the purpose of this exercise is to figure out what this exercise is. And they're trying to fight their way through the Green Arrow, and he's beating up all of them. And they get tired of it, and then they have their first quote-unquote mission, because Oliver gets with his company to bring back some hospitals, and Ragman attacks the lady of his company, but Oliver doesn't know is this lady's working with Church, and Ragman's just trying to stop her, because one of the missiles from Genesis Day hit his home country, and he's the only one that survived out of that home country, because these old rags had these mystical powers, and his father put these rags over them, and the radioactiveness gave power to these rags, so Ragman's able to control all these rags and all the souls that were a part of these rags. And that's what we meet with Ragman. And then Oliver recruits Ragman into the team, and before this, the rest of the team quit because Oliver got on to him for not listening. And then Felicity's able to get him back, and he gets him back and gets to trust him. He finally tells him that he's Oliver Queen, and shows him that. And they're all ready to trust him, ready to work for him now that he's done that. And what happens is, at the end of the episode, Prometheus attacks Church and tells Church if he would have killed the Green Arrow, Prometheus would have killed him, and he's telling him to stay away from the Green Arrow because the Green Arrow is for Prometheus to kill. And that's all that really happens on this week's episode. My question for y'all is, now that Oliver has his new team, how do you think that's going to go by, and how do you think Ragman's going to fit into the team? As always, this is Preacherman R&B signing out. Guys, you awesome. This has been another episode of Retro TV 91. See y'all next time.